Hello, Susan, and welcome to Baker Know It All. I'm so pleased to have you on the show today.
Thank you for having me, Brianna.
So last night I was doing some baking, and I saw this little jar of, it said cream of tartar. So, since you are a baking professional and you know about your ingredients and like how to bake, could you tell me a little bit about cream of tartar?
I certainly can. You may have seen a jar of cream of tartar, a little tin in the grocery aisle in baking, or even in your grandmother's cupboard and wondered, what is this mystery ingredient? What is cream of tartar? Well, actually, cream of tartar is not a cream at all. It's actually a dry white powder. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's a dry white powder, and it's makes a big difference. Just a touch of cream of tartar can make a big difference in your baking and cooking. And so here's what I know about it and how to use it in recipes. First of all, as I said, it's not really a cream, but it is a byproduct of fermenting grapes. When wine is made, this is the byproduct, and it's an acidic product that has a scientific name of potassium bitartrate or potassium tartrate, or tartaric acid, which is the commercial name. But as I said, also you can find it in the aisle commonly in the baking aisle of your local grocery store. But what is it used for is your main question, I think. You can add a small amount. For example, when you're beating egg whites, add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar per egg white. And what this does is it speeds up the creation of the foam, and it helps stabilize all those little bubbles that are created when you're beating your egg whites. So the end result of this miraculous, mysterious little chemical is mile-high meringue foam on your pies, melt in your mouth meringue cookies, yes, or angel fruit cake that floats.
That all sounds so good, Susan, but is there anything else cream of tartar is used for? Like around the house, like for cleaning or anything like that?
It is a functional product that you can use for lots of household chores. But back to another use of cream of tartar. Let's say it can be used as a substitute for baking powder. So for example, if you're baking something and you've run out of your baking powder, you can substitute a little bit of cream of tartar mixed with baking soda to create baking powder. And you can also add a little touch of it to boiling vegetables, and it helps them retain their bright color. And you can also add it to whipping cream to prevent it from falling. And best of all, if you have young children, you can add it to your Play-Doh when you're making homemade edible Play-Doh.
It may be edible, except if you don't want your child to get sick because of coloring, that's okay. It just makes better Play-Doh.
It looks prettier when you can add a little bit of food coloring to your Play-Doh, but then I'm not sure, yes, every parent would want their child eating dye.
Yes. So,
But back to your other question about household uses, it can be used as a polish. If you add a little water to it to make a creamy paste, you can polish metal, aluminum, stainless steel. You can polish copper.
so like I could polish my coin collection?
Oh, absolutely. That would be really fun. And if you're assigned to the cleaning job in your house, You can use it to clean your porcelain sinks, your porcelain tubs, your porcelain toilets even. And they shine right up, clean right up.
So I have 2 more questions. So while you're using it to clean your tubs, sinks, toilets, is there any sort of skin protection you should use?
I would use vinyl or latex or rubber gloves while I'm using it, only because it is a acidic product and I would not want it to cause a reaction in someone's skin. But most people's skin is pretty healthy and probably wouldn't cause a problem, but that would be a good safety precaution, yeah.
Okay, so for my last question tonight, like how long does cream of tartar last on the shelf?
That's a very good question because so many ingredients have expiration dates and you'd be afraid to use them, but actually cream of tartar does not have a shelf life expiration. It actually is indefinitely good. You just may want to open your little can before you use it and shake it around, see if the powder's fresh and smell it a little bit, and it should have a light kind of acidic smell. But you can use it indefinitely, yes.
So thank you for teaching us all about cream of tartar.
You're welcome.
I've really enjoyed learning.
Thank you.
So for next week,
Yes.
I hope you come back. We are going to be learning about silver dragées. They're these little silver balls. I have a bowl of them right here.
Ooh.
They're really fun to fidget with.
Yes. I would think that there might be some questions that we can learn about next week about their safety, perhaps. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would be happy to come back to your show, or if you can find another expert on the dragées, I would watch your show in an instant. Thank you, Brianna.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.